In the last video, I had just arrived to Denver. I took a few days to acclimate myself, and after exploring Aurora and Denver for a little bit, I decided to take a train up to Golden to continue my journey up into the mountains. Looking at my options here, there is a bus that goes from Central Station all the way up to Idaho Springs, but the problem is, once I get to Idaho Springs, I'm kind of stuck to I-70. If you look over here, in order to get up toward Nederland, I need to get to Blackhawk first, which would mean I would have to go back this way somehow and get on one of these two roads up to Blackhawk. And I'm just not sure that's really possible. I mean, I don't think you can really walk that. Looks like maybe there is a side road. But even still, I'm not sure you'd want to walk it. Maybe you could walk out to here and hitchhike up that way. Or the other option is to start from over here and hitchhike from this ramp to get over to Blackhawk. That also lets me see Golden a little bit more instead of going straight through to Idaho Springs. So I think that looks like the route I want to take. And then if I find that I'm not getting anywhere from there, then I can adjust. There's the city. Denver's a really big city. I mean, I knew it was a big city, but I didn't realize quite how big it was. It's kind of like Kansas City if it was like twice as populated, especially in the center. And yeah, I think I'll probably come back here at some point. Maybe even after I'm done playing around in the mountains, I'll come back down to Denver, maybe try and get a job, although it'll be getting pretty cold by then. I got dropped off here because apparently the trains like terminate here, but then some train goes down that way further, which is where I was trying to go. But it's fine because I got this bus over here. It's going to take me a little closer to where I was trying to be anyway. Just means I have to pay a little extra, but that's life. Alright, Golden, Colorado. This is not really downtown. Downtown's a bit further up, but I saw somewhere that I might be able to sleep tonight. So I'm going to just do that here. And then, yeah, this is Golden. Honestly, it's got kind of a vibe to it already. You know, the mountains are right there. So, I mean, I wasn't even really seeing the mountains when I was sitting in Aurora. But from here, they're right up on you. And in fact, Golden, as I was looking on the map, kind of sits between, it's in this weird little T-junction here, where there's this hill right here. And then over that way, you can barely see it, there's another hill. And there's just a little valley that goes between those two, and there's like a road and a train and some stuff there. And then, you know, you have mountains on this side, and there's this little valley that comes down this way, and so that's where Golden sits. That's a cute sign. That might have to be the thumbnail. There was a cool statue in the middle of the roundabout, but while I was trying to get video of it, I realized there was a disturbed homeless person screaming in a ditch nearby. Is that a wolf or a coyote? Or just a wolfy looking dog? I don't know. I had somebody ask me recently if I'd ever had any encounters with wild animals or like been scared of wild animals. The only thing I could think of was that snake down in Texas. But yeah, there could be some stuff to be a little wary of out in these mountains. I think when I was showing those two hills earlier, I was actually mistaken. This is all part of the same hill. and then there's a valley, and then there's another one. Somewhere way off that way. Now, what kind of critter do you think made those tracks? Is that just a squirrel? Or is that something else? I don't know. I never found myself paying so much attention to tracks as when I'm camping in a wild area. The groundhogs in Denver are like, you know, crazy. They're everywhere, and they're really interesting to sit and watch. It's the only place I've really seen wild groundhogs, but I mean, I'm sure they're elsewhere, but the mountains are really pretty. I saw that wolf a second ago. It's getting interesting, and I'm betting it's going to get even more interesting. Alright, I think this is a little microcosm of what we're going to be seeing. You got this little valley with like one major road running through it, and then kind of just some houses going off this way and some businesses going off this way. I think there is more stuff back over here, but it's just a big hill, which is going to work to my advantage because that means there's going to be some hidden spots like back here and stuff. This looks like a spot someone would be, but there's nobody here, which could be a good thing, or it could mean that the owners of this property kick people out. I could give it a shot tonight. As long as you get in after dark and you get out early, you usually be fine. Alright, I think I'm just gonna hang out here for today mostly. I need to do a bunch of editing and charging my stuff up. So I just sat down at the Starbucks for a couple hours charging my stuff to a decent level. I need to get something to eat, and the thing is, there's a lot of little restaurants around here, but they're all pretty expensive. So I think what I need to do is go to the grocery store, and you know, I could go to McDonald's or Taco Bell, but they're just not good. It's not good food. I need something good. Get some fruits or something. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna sit somewhere quiet so I can do a bunch of editing all at once, hopefully. And then I'll go around and explore Golden a little bit. I do feel a little lightheaded today and just kind of like weak. And I wonder if that's the change in the atmosphere. The air should be getting a little thinner up here. I wonder how much of a problem that's going to be going forward. I may need to just take it slow and let my body adjust. Alright, well, I stuck around here a lot longer than I meant to. One night turned into 2 nights, turned into 3 nights. And now I'm like sitting here, and I don't really have the change for the bus. I have plenty of money. I'm not worried about that right now, but I don't have the cash for it. And then I was like looking at the map, I'm like, why am I even worrying about the bus? I could literally just walk down to downtown Golden. Like, it's hot out. It's like in the 90s right now. But it's literally like, I could be there in like 30 minutes probably. So I'm not sure why the hell I've been sitting around here other than just being lazy, which is a big part of it. And also because this is a beautiful area, so it just it's very relaxing around here. It makes me want to just sit around, soak it in. But yeah, it's well past time to move on. I think I should, there's plenty of things I should do. I should probably do some busking, because I really want to make that a more regular thing that I do. I'm just really out of practice now. I'm not comfortable with it. I've been playing a little bit more on the ukulele, trying to get back into it, and it just doesn't feel as natural as it did when I was in practice. So obviously that's an issue. And I'm also just shy. I don't like being in public. But really, I should what I should do is I should busk in downtown Golden for a little bit, then go up to Blackhawk and busk there. And by the time I get to Nederland, hopefully I would be, you know, I would have knocked the rust off a little bit. G for Golden. And about 1825, left Tennessee. sun and his eyes are green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, never been a horse like the Tennessee stud. Alright, mission accomplished. I played through all the songs that I know. At least all the ones that are in my notebook. My, not notebook, but my notes. It went okay. I made $1. Nobody, you know, didn't get many donations, but people also didn't seem like, you know, pissed off or anything. I only fumbled a couple songs really bad, and the rest of them went okay. There's one or two that I think I did okay at, like pretty well. So there you go, getting back into it. This must be where everybody's getting those tubes from. The river did look pretty nice on a day like this, can't lie. Alright, here's the on-ramp. It is a little narrow, I gotta say. But it could work. There's some shoulder. It's just not gonna be like you can't pull all the way off of the on-ramp. You have to block half of it. There goes a group. Alright, I definitely want a sign for this one, so I'm going to go over to this gas station, see if they have a dumpster with some cardboard in it. Paragliders right there. Alright, I was out there for an hour. I feel like I gave it a fair shake. I'll call that a trial run. Yeah, might be a little tough to get out of here, I'm not sure. I'll try and get out there early tomorrow and see if that changes anything. I'm gonna have to walk a little bit to find somewhere to sleep, probably, but you know, try again in the morning. Looks like there's a bunch of these, like I don't know what you call them, not really apartments, but these properties here that are like half above ground, half underground. I wonder why they do that. You know what, that's probably why. The bottom level is level with the ground back here. It's just because it's so hilly, I guess. Alright, next day I'm going to do a little bit more hitchhiking here. And then I think if I don't get anything in the next like 30 to 45 minutes, there's a mining museum or like geology or something that's over that way somewhere that I would love to check out. So yeah, I'll try this for a little bit. If I get out, great. If I don't, that's fine. I'll go over to the museum, do some busking, and come back. It's too goddamn hot out here. It's like there's nowhere to really hide. I mean, I'm in the shade right now, but my stuff is over there, so if I'm actually out on the corner, there's nowhere to hide. And I'm just overheating like immediately. I mean, it sucks when you wake up overheating inside your tent, and then you go inside for a little bit to cool off, and then you go back outside and you're instantly hot again. And downtown, there's not really like anywhere where you can go inside and like chill for, you know, 30, 45 minutes to cool off. So yeah, it just kind of sucks, to be honest with you. I don't know, but I think for now at least I'm gonna head over to the museum. At least it'll be inside and there'll be air conditioning, and there'll be interesting stuff to look at. The museum was super cool. They had a lot of stuff, and I filmed way more than I could end up using. But eventually I went back outside and I was reminded of the heat. If I can get up to Blackhawk, it's 81 degrees up there, whereas right here in Golden it is 95, so it's well over 10 degrees difference, which would be really nice. I don't know like what it's going to be like up there, if it's going to be that livable. You know, I imagine all the stores and such are like a little bit less well stocked. Just logistically, it's going to be kind of difficult. Pretty much anywhere up in the mountains is going to be cooler than it is here. Vail's 84. Aspen's 84. I'm guessing this sort of area is more low-lying, so it's going to be more similar to here. But anywhere kind of up in the mountains is going to be a lot cooler than it is here. So if I could just get a ride, could get a little bit of relief from this heat at least. Places like this, if there's no price, I'm not ordering. It's probably expensive as fuck. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else for it. I just gotta sweat it out on the on-ramp. And sweat I did, but eventually all that sweat paid off and I was able to get a ride.
This is a very beautiful canyon. Up here a little farther, we might, if we're lucky, you might see some birds.
Oh yeah?
Mountains and stuff.
Would you consider this the mountains yet, or is this still the foothills?
This is the foothills.
Oh, wow.
No, the mountains are over by the divide.
Okay.
Those are the ones that go up into the, up into the teens.
I mean, I just came out here from Kansas, and it's just flat, and then you start hitting Denver, it's still flat.
Yeah.
But then you get up here, and it's like, oh, okay, here we are.
When I used to work for IBM, I was in the cash fund, and people always thought that Colorado's in the mountains, the whole damn state.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, no.
And so I used to answer top of the Rockies, and they just love that.
Yeah. Is this all granite? Or,
oh no, there's all kinds of stuff.
Just all kinds of different stuff.
It looks like mostly granite through this area. Yeah.
Mm.
You have a choice there.
Yeah, that sounds good. I've got some, packed food in my backpack, but it's, I'd rather save that for when I can't find anything else.
I'm going to go down, I'll flip a U, and I'll park you practically in front of it.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, there it is, Waxer.
Yeah, it should be right over here.
All right. And there's a bunch of casinos around too.
So I'm going to turn left here.
All right, cool.
What I'll do.
All right, here we are. This is Blackhawk, and it is all casinos all around here. That's what it looks like. I guess Central City's up this way somewhere, and that might be a little less casino-y, but I think it's pretty much the same. Either way, really cool that this is just out here right in the middle of the mountains. That guy was really cool. That guy I was just talking to, his name's Ross, which is my name as well. So that was funny to realize about 30 minutes into our conversation. He said, oh, my name's Ross. What? My name's Ross. All right, well, I don't know what I'm doing around here, but he said the wild card has food. So I'll go get something to eat and take a look around. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep in find a place to sleep in my tent around here, because it is just, sheer cliffs. But I'll take a look around, see if that's a possibility, and if it isn't, then I'll have to look at hotels. But anything over like $100 I'm not paying for, and this looks like it's going to be more, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. That's part 2 of Colorado. I think there's going to be about 5 or 6 parts. I haven't quite decided yet, but look forward to those. And without further ado, let's get to the donations. So I've got $8 from Chance. He said, here's $8 to waste on a scooter ride, lol. Enjoying your videos. Keep doing what you want to do. Thank you very much. Yeah, scooter ride's a little bit of a waste of money, but it is a good way to get around, especially if you want to, be able to stop and see stuff. But it is, a little bit. I got $20 from John, and then I got another $5 from John because I think he forgot to put a message on the first one. And he said, "Just want to continue my support a little bit while you are on your journey upwards. I wish you the best, sir, and I thank you for sharing your experience." Thank you very much, John. I appreciate it a lot, and I wish you the best on whatever you're doing. Then I have $20 from Brian with no message. Thank you very much, Brian. And then I have $300 from Ernest, which just came in, I think, literally minutes ago. So thank you very much, Ernest, as usual. Alright, I have $10 from Gary S., who said, "Enjoyed Denver Part 1, looking forward to the next." Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed Denver, or Colorado Part 2, as well. And then I have $25 from Justin, with no comment. So thank you very much, Justin. Thank you to everybody who donated, comment or no comments, big or small. I appreciate it all. And yeah, hopefully I can stay on schedule here and get everything up on time, and everybody can have a good time. So until then, I'll see you next time.